The schedule and the chain. How to go to college. After I finished high school, I didn't go to college. I decided to work in a factory. And every day I sat in front of big machines making mountain climbing gear and thinking about what should I do with my life. And eventually, after about 6 months of that, I decided to go to college, and I told my father. He was really surprised. And even though I was a pretty good student in high school, the most important thing wasn't study, it was sports. I played soccer. So I really did not know how to go to college. And so my father, when I started university, he bought me a book. And the book was called, I still have it, How to Go to College. And from that book, I learned some important tactics, strategies for college life. One of the most important things I learned was about planning. A key is not just planning, but something called the fixed commitment schedule, or just fixed schedule. So at university, students have an open schedule like this. Freedom. Yeah, they have English 101 at 9 a.m. on Mondays and marketing on Tuesdays at 11. You can see the schedule here. But there's so much freedom. Freedom to not study. Freedom to do whatever they want. And so this freedom can be a little bit of a problem for some students. It was for me. And so what do you do with your free time when you are a university student? Well, one thing you can do is the fixed commitment schedule, or the fixed schedule. In the fixed schedule, you fix the regular times that you study. So for example, if you have English at 9 a.m. on Mondays, every week in your schedule from 10 to 12, you could study for English after class. Get the homework done right after, and then you're done. And it's in the schedule every week. It's a fixed commitment. You can plan where exactly you'll go. You can go to the library at this desk and then study for 2 hours, take a break, but get that English study done every week at the same time. It's a fixed commitment. It's in your schedule. And you can do that for every class and for your report writing and things like that. So you fix your study times, and they are appointments in your calendar. So how do you manage the schedule? So what if someone, calls you and says, hey, let's go to a morning movie at 10 a.m. on Monday after you go to class. So what can you say to someone who asks you to meet you during your fixed study time? Very easy. You just say, I'm sorry, I have something in my calendar at that time, but what about? And then suggest another time. So these are appointments that you fix in your schedule. Your study time, your report writing time, your reading time is fixed in your calendar like appointments. And if someone asks you to meet during that time, you can say, I'm sorry, something's in my calendar. And they'll respect that. And then you can find another time to meet with them and have fun. So you get to do the first things first with this. Now, there's another thing that I learned after college. It's called the chain, and I really like it. You can use the chain for example, practicing music. So I play the ukulele, and the chain means that I want to practice a chain, connecting a chain of practice every day. So you can see in 2019, I practiced 365 days. So I had a complete chain of 365 links in my chain. Overall, I've actually got a streak of 1,270 continuous consecutive practice days with ukulele, and it's made a big difference. Really helped me with my ukulele. You can do this for report writing or presentation preparation or reading. For example, at readoasis.com, my website for English language learners, students close their reading rings, and the goal is each day read a certain number of words and close your rings and make a chain. So you can do this for report writing as well. Every day, little by little, work on your report at the fixed time you decide. And if you work little by little daily, you can do big things. So this is the idea of the chain. So what's the benefit of the fixed commitment schedule and the chain? Well, here's what I think. If you do chains and fixed schedules, you can beat deadlines. So when the deadline comes, you might be finished 2 weeks before the deadline comes. You might be able to go out and watch a movie or eat a pizza with your friends, if they do this as well, on finals week, because you'll be ready and finished ahead of schedule. It's the idea of putting first things first, but you have very practical, tangible ways to do it. Fixed commitment schedule and the chain. Thank you for listening.